Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you? So the foundation we're gonna be using is the MAC Studio Focus. So actually this isn't even my color, it's my mom's makeup. I'm usually using Benefits foundation, but I cannot find that foundation, so we're gonna see if we can blend this out on my skin right. Usually on a typical day when I can't find my foundation, that happens often, I usually blend my concealers together to bring out some kind of skin tone complexion as close to mine as possible. So I'm gonna try this out. I don't like to use a lot of foundation on my skin because as you can see I'm breaking out. Oh, she's thick. So oh, this is thick. Wow, this is not my shade. Absolutely not. But we're gonna fix that. Oh my god, look. Wow, that's gonna be fixed. So as I said, this is not my foundation, but this is an easy fix because it's not too far off my complexion. So as I said, I usually use my Benefit foundation, which cannot be found. Then I usually go in with my concealer. This is also from Benefit. Focus, girl. Okay, don't focus. But this is the concealer I use. It's in the shade 12. I don't know. Anyways, I just use a little bit below my eyes. And I usually use a primer, like a stick, on my lids, but that cannot be found either. And the reason most of these things are missing is because I recently got new furniture in my room, so I moved around a lot of stuff, so these things cannot be found. Then in the process of that, I go ahead and I brush these brows out. And I'll continue packing that. Right after I do my concealer, I go ahead and I use my baking powder. I'm not sure which brand it is, but I do know that I got it from Ulta. Just squeeze a little in the cap. So usually I would also put concealer along my jawline and my chin, but since the foundation I'm using isn't mine, as I said, and it's about a shade lighter, we're gonna skip that part because we're trying to blend this in at the end of the day. So right now I'm just setting everything on my face. I don't know if you guys haven't noticed, I don't put foundation on my forehead. I kind of just blend out whatever it's on my face towards my forehead. So what I've been doing lately, I go ahead and use this brow gel that I have right here. I believe I got it from TJ Maxx. And I usually go ahead and use a old brow whisk that I have, but since I can't find that, I've been using my Morphe R44 and I just dip it in there because this is how the tip of it comes, which is kind of helpless. So I just dip my Morphe R44 in there and I just go ahead and whisk my brows just a little, just to give it some definition. So this is my brow pencil. It's surviving. I've had this for a while. I just keep using it because I actually really like it. I do use the Benefit one also, but that breaks often, so it's like a waste of money. And I also, but they just break, so it's better to buy the drugstore product ones that last a very longer time. I don't know what shade this is, I just know that I like the shade. Now that we're done forming the brows, I'm gonna go ahead and shapen them up with a concealer. And the concealer that we're gonna use is the Fenty, and it's in the shade 390. And we're just gonna use that same Morphe 44 and dip into that with the tip. I try to use a little bit darker shade to do my brows because, as I said, I tend to not blend it properly. Plus, we're not using the correct foundation, so we have to try to blend this out real good. Just to get a better blend around my brows, I'm gonna go in with this brush. I'm gonna go in with this flat-headed brush. Don't remember which brand this is, but this is what I use sometimes just to blend that out more. Because I know you can see, oh my god, look at the color difference. It's okay, it's gonna be fixed. Let's just try to blend this out first. And then just simply go back over with. The two things I'm gonna go ahead and use to contour my face is Becca. This is in the shade, I don't know. And I know for sure this is in the shade Golden Brown. So there are two concealers. As you can see, one is darker than the other. This one I would typically use as a concealer, and then this one I just use to contour. But since we're on a different scale of foundation, I'm gonna use both just to blend my face out properly. So we're gonna go in with a darker around the perimeter of my face, just to give us that outline. I use dots. I just dotted in. And I don't use a lot because, trust me when I say, this product, a little goes a long, long, long way. Go ahead with the next color and just put a little right here since we didn't conceal right there. This is closer to my skin complexion than the foundation that we used. I'm just gonna put a little of that color there just to bring everything in. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this contour brush. This is the Morphe R9. I'm gonna go in with the darker shade first and just blend this out. While I'm blending that out, I'm gonna blend down so it mixes in that second shade that we used. And when we're blending in this side of the face, we're gonna start from the crown down. As you can see, the color is already changing, like comparing from this side to this side. The technique that I'm using is working, thank God. So after doing all that, I go in with this Juvia's palette. I love this palette. As you can see, uh, this cracked, but this is the base color that I dip into, and most of the colors I would use are this section right here. I've used this a couple times in this, but fortunately this cracked. But we're gonna go in with this color right here as our base color to transition into, or to transition from. Then we're gonna go in the same palette with this middle shade right here. We're gonna use that shade to just give a little highlight below my brows. I know I'm not using the proper brush, but as I said, I can't find most of my items because I just moved my room around. So we're just packing that on before we blend it out. We're gonna go back in with the same brush. We're just gonna use on the opposite side. We're gonna blend that shade out. Next, I go in just a little with Naked. This is from Daisy's palette. And I'm just gonna pack it on just a little bit on my waterline. My god, I've never done this before. And just pat that on until the color fades, so it doesn't even look like you have makeup on your lid. It just looks blended. You don't want to put too much there because it's just gonna look really ghetto and not right. So that's why I just put a minimum amount and I just blend it out till it looks painted. Next, we're just gonna set our face before we use our mascara. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna use this mascara. It's from the brand Sorome. Actually, that's not how it's pronounced, but it's okay because it works great. Oh, look at her being all thick and nice. Then finally, I go ahead and I apply my Fenty lip gloss because she's so glossy. Ooh. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye.